E3 2015 demo showed a main mission in MGSV, the Phantom Pain, called A Hero's Way. It showed Snake infiltrating a small base in Afghanistan in order to take out a Spetsnaz commander. Now, in this demo, they show a few more ways that the player could go about completing this mission. The first example they show is the Partnering with Quiet option. In this option, they have chosen to go non-lethal by choosing a primary weapon of an assault rifle that shoots rubber bullets. Aside from the pistol, the non-lethal weapons are differentiated from the other weapons by the color blue being incorporated into the weapon, by a blue barrel as is shown on Snake's gun on the weapon rack in the ACC, or by being entirely blue such as the case with Quiet's sniper rifle. I don't know if this is the way these non-lethal guns originally come in the Phantom Pain, or if this is a color choice using the gun customization menu. You can also see a new logo that was made for Quiet, which appears to be a moth behind her name. After starting the mission, we see that you can send Quiet ahead to scout out the area for you, and it appears as though her powers can't be used indefinitely. It looks like she kind of blinks in and out of sight, and it does look very similar to the movement of Nightcrawler from X-Men, but he teleports. Quiet isn't teleporting, but it doesn't really look like she is running either. She kind of blinks and seems to jump forward several feet before blinking back into sight. This makes her move very, very quickly, which is made even more evident when the map screen comes up on the iDroid and you can see the Diamond Dog's logo marking her location, moving across the map and marking enemies for Snake before quickly taking her place in her sniper position high above the base. Snake then zooms in on the guard on the top of the building and commands Quiet to fire to take him out. Then later, they show another command that can be given to Quiet. Take aim has Quiet aim at the enemy that is marked ahead of Snake, as you can see with her green laser sight following him. Snake gives the order, "On my command," and together they take out the two approaching targets. We then see the same group of guards along with the Spetsnaz commander that was shown in the E3 demo. But things are going to be handled a little differently this time, with the help of Quiet's sniper skills and a very awesome trick shot. Snake pulls out a sleep grenade, and before he throws it, he commands Quiet to shoot it with the "shoot this" command. He then tosses the sleep grenade into the air where Quiet shoots it and changes its trajectory, causing it to land nearby the four enemies, where it goes off and knocks all of them out. This is a very nifty little trick to put in the game, and it could come in handy on many occasions. Snake then commands Quiet to move to another position and provide him cover fire, which is quickly helpful when a guard with a helmet notices Snake. The helmet makes it so Snake can't get a headshot in, but Quiet fixes that problem by shooting his helmet off, allowing Snake to trank him and knock him out. Snake then jumps into a jeep and commands Quiet to give him cover fire with the Cover Me option, which allows him to drive slowly out of the area as Quiet picks off the enemies in Snake's way one by one. She can't handle everyone though. Snake gets spotted and has to go off-road, showing a bit more of the area that we haven't seen before as he moves under a bridge toward the awaiting helicopter that is painted with a camel print, showing one of the helicopter customization options. Next up, they show example number 2 with a surgical air raid. In this option, they're going to go in guns blazing, so they mark the red landing zone right in the middle of everything and get ready by putting on a battle dress of full body armor for Snake. Also, here we can see another logo made for this demo that you can see behind Fat Man Snake, and you also get a look at another helicopter customization option with a zebra print helicopter. The mission starts and Snake takes control of the Gatling gun attached to the helicopter in order to rain down a hail of bullets on his enemies. Snake then jumps off the helicopter and guns his way inside the building, where he discovers that the commander is not on the first floor where he was in the previous demo. Instead, he is upstairs this time around, so enemies won't always be found in the same locations, and they move around the area. Snake uses a stun grenade in order to take the commander out, and then he carries him back to the helicopter, which gives us a better look at the snazzy zebra print paint job. Next up is example number 3, Remote Assassination. A sniper mission. Here, a sniper rifle is chosen as a weapon, and D-Horse is chosen as a buddy. And if you look at D-Horse, you will notice that he is wearing some kind of facial armor. When you are on board the helicopter, you will notice that D-Horse isn't there with you, which makes a lot of sense. Because how are you going to fit a horse on a helicopter? That just wouldn't make sense.
Why would a Wookiee, an 8-foot-tall Wookiee, want to live on Endor with a bunch of 2-foot-tall Ewoks? That does not make sense.
After Snake disembarks from the helicopter, he makes his way to the base and begins marking targets. He then places a marker directly onto a target before being able to identify who the target is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a new option. I don't think you can do that in Ground Zeroes, and if you can, I just never use that feature. A high point is then marked on the map, and Snake makes his way to it by going around the long way. And the player talks about how he doesn't want to set off an alarm and have the target leave the area, which would probably result in a mission failure, just like in the Eliminate the Renegade Threat mission in Ground Zeroes. After a while of waiting and being unable to get a clear shot at the target with the sniper rifle, the player decides to show off some of the new tricks that Snake has up his sleeve. Literally, with the abilities of his new bionic arm. The first ability shown is Sonar, Biodetector, which shoots a sonar wave out of the bionic arm in order to locate nearby enemies. I am sure this will act similar to the previously used sonar devices in the Metal Gear games and could emit a sound that enemies could possibly hear if they are very close to you. A target is marked, and as Snake moves in to take him out, we can see that the circles that mark the things discovered by the sonar slowly fade away so that the sonar must be used again in order to find them again. Next up, he shows another ability with the blast arm that uses rocket propulsion to knock down an enemy. Additionally, the blast arm can be used as a long-range weapon by using the rocket propulsion to blast the hand off the arm, just like Zadornov's. But it appears as though Snake has a little more maneuverability with his arm, since it can now be controlled remotely by Snake, and you can use it to sneak out and eliminate your target. And it appears as though enemies don't even seem to notice it very easily, as it passes right by this one guy. But then the commander notices it right before it hits him and explodes, taking him out. The final example is then shown with thinking outside the box. Here, Snake is going to get a little creative with how he disposes of the enemy. This time around, Snake is wearing the sneaking suit, which looks very much like the sneaking suit that Solid Snake later wears. Snake quickly locates an approaching jeep, and uses the cardboard box like a sled to slide down the hill in order to get in the way of the approaching jeep. That's pretty funny. I really like that idea. He then uses the cardboard box as a distraction and dives out of the front of it into cover so that he can make his way around behind the three enemies. Two enemies go to check out the box, while the third stays behind. This third guy is the one wearing body armor that we have seen previously. Here, Snake does something a bit tricksy, and sneaks up on this guy in order to plant a C4 explosive onto his back, or his butt, without him even noticing. Snake then sneaks away and makes his way to the edge of the outpost where he distracts a guard by throwing a magazine which allows him to approach the building and climb up the side of it via a crack in the wall, showing again how cracks in buildings or even vertical rock faces on cliffs can be used to reach higher areas. Snake then uses the scope to verify the target and that the booby-trapped soldier is close by, before detonating the C4 he had planted on the soldier and killing the whole group of them. The demo then ends by saying that these were just a few examples of the nearly limitless possibilities within the Phantom Pain, and the game is going to be released in just under 2 months, on September 1st, and I can't wait. This has been Doughboy with Hardcore Academy, and peace out.